What's going on, everyone? I've been able to spend a week with the 2019 Ford Ranger. This is the XL model, and I've got 5 likes and 5 dislikes coming at you right now. Now, before I get this thing started, I want you to know I have a full review of this truck with much more detail than this, if you want to see that, and a quick review on the Everyman Driver channel. But without further ado, let's get started, starting with my likes in no particular order. My like number 1 has got to be the power and the capability of this thing. So when you look at mid-sized trucks, you got the Tacoma, the GM Twins, the Ridgeline, the Frontier. This can tow 7,500 pounds, which is more than any vehicle for gas. Only the diesel Colorado GM, or the GM vehicles with the diesel, can out-tow this by a couple hundred pounds. But this has over 1,800 pounds of payload. So once again, Ford comes out as a top leader in the capability department. So for a mid-sized truck, you can do a lot with this thing. My like number 2 is, for a mid-sized truck, this has a quiet ride. I took some decibel ratings and I have those on the full video, but even on some louder, rocky, rougher textured road, this thing was still quiet. You know, you can carry on a conversation in here, and I wasn't expecting that for 1, a base model, and 2, a mid-sized truck. So I'm happy to see that Ford made this thing still fairly quiet. With one exception, this 4-cylinder turbo just does not sound very good, and I think there's some noise being pumped in here. But other than that, it's a nice, quiet cabin. My like number 3 is, this is a fully boxed frame, which is good. You know, it's a real truck on a real frame, but it drives pretty well for being a fully boxed frame. You know, it drives like a truck should. There's some bumpiness, some jitteriness, but handling and overall ride comfort is pretty good and well-mannered, and I think it's better than it is in the full-size trucks, and it's pretty comfortable to be in. My like number 4 is the off-road worthiness of the Ranger. Now, my model doesn't have everything that it could have. This is a 4x4 with a rear locker, but there's going to be a Ranger Raptor, at least hopefully, and I can't wait to see that, and hopefully Ford sends that for us to test out. But we've got a rear locker. That's something that we have even in this truck. You've got your trail control, which is basically like a cruise control for off-roading, and you can even use it up to 20 miles an hour, and it doesn't make that awful sound of the ABS, the gas and the brakes working like it can on some others. And then you've got a terrain management system that can shuffle through different terrains to help the truck be smart and know the best way to get you through whatever you're going through. So off-road capability is good. We've got pretty good ground clearance, and overall, I mean, that's something that you've got to expect with a truck. My like number 5 is just, it does everything really well. It's a very well-rounded mid-sized truck. There's not a lot that you can complain about. It's got good power capability. It's efficient. I've been getting about 21 miles per gallon so far in most of my time with this, with mixed driving. It's definitely pretty efficient. It's comfortable. It's got enough space. I can fit in the back seat as a 5'9" adult sitting behind myself. There's a lot of available features as well once you get to the Lariat trim, so it's just very, very well-rounded, and it just does a lot really well. Now it's time for my dislikes in no particular order, and some of this might be nitpicking, but starting with dislike number 1, it's the fact that there's only one powertrain option. It's a 4-cylinder turbo, 2.3 liter, and it's powerful, it's adequate, it's got good power, there's no doubts about that, but I personally would like to see at least a V6 available, maybe an upgraded EcoBoost engine available, or even a diesel to compete with some of the other trims, or some of the other mid-sizers like the diesel Colorado or the V6 that and the other ones offer. But that's all you get, and it's a 10-speed automatic transmission, which does really well, but it'd be nice to see a manual offered as well, considering the Tacoma I was in recently offers a manual. Dislike number 2 might just be this particular truck, but there's only about 2,000 miles on it, and there's a rattle. I haven't heard it in the short time I've been filming right here, but off and on I heard it. It's coming from the dash. There's the hard surface that kind of looks like a soft surface here, which is fine, but then past that there's some plasticky areas kind of next to the headlight sensor where the pieces come together, and it's been rattling. I can put my hand on it and it'll stop, but I don't want to have to do that, and I don't want to have to take it apart and dink around with it when it's only got 2,000 miles. But I can't stand rattles, and hopefully other trims have different dash layouts here, but that's my dislike number 2. My dislike number 3 is in the back seat. The back seat is plenty spacious and there's some under-seat storage, but when you fold the seat up, it's just one long bench seat. There's no split folding option to where you can fold up one side or the other side. If you want to fold your seat up, the whole seat's got to be up. So if you want to put something on one side under the seat, you can't have anybody sit back there because the whole thing's got to be up. You can fold the back part down, but it's kind of clumsy and it just doesn't go flat. It's not that easy to use, and I probably would never do that. There's no storage behind it either, so I wish that they would at least give us a split folding option back there to at least be able to carry a passenger and some extra equipment in the back. Dislike number 4 is how ultra basic the base model is, and that can be a good thing if you get this for fleet purposes or you just want something simple and bare bones and basic. That's awesome. But if you want to get a cheaper mid-sized truck, it's going to be pretty darn basic. I mean, it starts at about $25,000, two-wheel drive, super cab. And then this one is still the XL, which is a base model. We have the equipment group 101A that has some extra stuff added onto it. And it's $35,000. And quite frankly, I don't think it's worth it. I think that that's just overpriced, and that's just the way it is with a lot of these vehicles nowadays. For example, on that base model, you don't get power door locks. You don't even get a cruise control. Your mirrors aren't even controlled powerly. You have to manually tilt your glass. So those are just a couple of examples. My dislike number 5 is there's no LED headlights or LED taillights unless you get to the Lariat trim, the top trim. So you got to spend quite a bit of money if you want to have those as standard features. Now, obviously, you can buy your own HID or LEDs and put them in, but it would be nice if they offered it, because LED performance or HID performance is just so much better than the halogen here. It's just a way to cheap out, in my opinion. So those were just my 5 likes and dislikes after spending a week with the brand new 2019 Ford Ranger XL. I want to know what you guys think down below. Please be sure to watch my full review or the quick review on the Everyman Driver channel. Let me know what you think. Thank you all so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you're new for videos like this and full reviews. Hope you guys have a great day.